Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hispanic Marketing Radio with Hernan Vasquez. I'm your host, Hernan Vasquez. And on this episode, I'm here in Miami at this point. And funny enough, I'm drinking some mate. If you're not familiar what mate is like a traditional beverage. It's like a tea. It's a traditional beverage from South America, from Argentina, from Uruguay, um, I think Brazil and Paraguay too drink it a lot. And I'm always, drinking mate here and there. And it's a good substitute for coffee. And it's also, I'm here for a couple of weeks consulting with a client, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity to drink some mate while I'm in Miami. So I brought the full equipment, and I thought that I would mention that because it's a funny remark of how culture, brings you around. And I was talking to my girlfriend, and she was like, "Well, you're going to be there for a couple weeks. Wouldn't you take the mate with you?" And I said, "Of course I would." So, anyways, welcome to another episode. And on this episode, I wanted to kind of touch base on how to translate your content for maximum impact. The main point of this podcast is to help you reaching more of those Hispanic consumers. We all know that the Hispanic population, specifically in the US, is growing really, really fast, and it's growing rapidly, and they're becoming business owners, and they're also becoming big consumers, and they're also becoming a big part of the equation when it comes to buying products and services, specifically in some states. I'm in Florida right now, and it's obvious that that a lot of people are from Latin America and Spain and whatnot. So, how do you translate your content for maximum impact when it comes to reaching those potential Hispanic communities? And the reality is that a lot of business owners think that just by using, Google Translate or even a translation agency, some people are going the extra mile, and using a translation agency is enough. And when it comes to content, and by content I mean digital content, I mean the content of your website, the content of your social media profiles, the content of your emails, the content of your online and offline advertising. All of that content is aimed for people to take action. If you're not putting out content that will lead people to take action, and you're talking about your business, you're talking about your culture or your history, the reality is that your content will never get you where you want to be. So it's never about you and your business. It's always about them and how your business can solve their problems, how your business can give them the benefits that they're looking for. And this also applies to the Hispanic marketing communities, the Hispanic communities rather. When you're trying to market to Latin America consumers, to Latino communities, to Spanish speaking communities in the US, but in the rest of the world as well, what you need to have in mind is that translating your content is not enough. So, for instance, when you're writing copy, and by copy I mean the content for your website and your emails and whatnot, there's a big emotional connection that needs to be made before somebody will take action. We are human beings, we are emotional animals, and we make decisions, purchasing decisions, and any type of decisions based on emotion, and we justify that with logic. So when you're translating the content, specifically when you have a lot of potential Hispanic consumers, your content needs to be touching those exact same emotional fibers, if you would, than your English written content. And translating it just by going to Google Translate or just by hiring a translation agency, or even, for instance, right now, if you run a Facebook ad, Facebook will automatically translate that content for you. But 9 times out of 10, it doesn't make sense. I mean, the words do make sense, but it doesn't make sense emotionally. So one of the best things that I could possibly advise is that if you really want to go ahead and set yourself apart from the competition, if you really want to go ahead and reach those Hispanic communities, get somebody that not only understands the language and they can translate it for you, but they're also well versed in copywriting and putting out pieces of content that will touch those emotional fibers that lead people to take action. So there's a big difference between just translating your content so that it reads well in Spanish to translating your content that will also make people take action in Spanish. Because again, on the translations, a lot of emotional points, a lot of emotional touching points that get lost in translation. So if you want me to and my team to help you doing this, among some other things, go ahead and go to hernanvazquez.com/apply. That's spelled HERNANVAZQUEZ.com/apply and apply to consult with us. We will help you with your content, with your social media presence. We will help you with your marketing and advertising so that you can go ahead and get more Hispanic consumers. I'll see you guys next episode. Take it easy. Bye-bye.